Welcome, friends, to our next Bhagavad Gita lesson. I'm at our Yogaville ashram in Virginia. Let's start by settling in with a slow, deep breath. Hari Om Tat Sat. Om Shanti. This is episode number 219, entitled, I Never Made It to Oklahoma. And we'll spend one more week on the second verse of the 5th chapter, where Sri Krishna says to Arjuna, the renunciation of action and the yoga of action both lead to the supreme goal. Of the two, karma yoga is superior to abandoning action. In the early 70s, when I was still wet behind my ears in terms of spiritual life, at least for this lifetime, my best friend left our Yoga Center in Hartford, Connecticut, with our Guru's blessings to join a strict meditation-oriented ashram in Oklahoma City. It was led by a disciple of the great Saint Anandamaya Ma. Meditating much of the day with no contact with the outside world, this was my vision of how a serious seeker lives a spiritual life. So I planned to join my buddy in Oklahoma. Unbeknownst to me, my mom, Prema, called Swami Satchidananda to check if this was the direction he was recommending for his disciples. I found out later from her that Gurudev told her that it was not his way for the monks to pull away from the world. Instead, due to their non-attachment, they were actually the best ones to actively be of service here. With Gurudev, we always had the freedom to make our own choices. And in my mind, this move was a sign of my sincerity and determination to do whatever it takes to reach the destination. When I told him my plans to also move to Oklahoma, he was quiet for a while. Then he asked how the monks supported themselves if they spent all those hours in meditation. And I told him that the monastery had some wealthy benefactors. He said, at least 50% of the benefit of the meditation practice goes to the people who are paying for them to sit there. I was okay with that. Why not share the blessings? But then he caught my attention by saying, what you consider to be a sign of your sincerity and determination is also mixed with other less spiritual motivations. He didn't elucidate any further. He just asked me to think about it before I made the move. When I did probe a little deeper, I saw that there was sincere spiritual aspiration there. But underneath that, there was something else that I couldn't quite put my finger on. But I began to consider that there might be a part of me, like Arjuna at this moment, that was hoping to bypass the hard and uncomfortable work on myself that could only be received through facing the challenges of daily life in the world. As the title of this episode indicates, I never made it to Oklahoma. No regrets. Over time, I came to see what Krishna is saying in this verse. Spending hours in meditation and being of service are both valid paths to spiritual evolution. But of the two, karma yoga is a more organic and integrated way of training the mind. The great saint Sri Ramakrishna puts it this way: spiritual seekers who want to escape from the turmoil of the world are second to those who serve the world but are not bound by it. For our reflection, can you tell the difference between pulling away from the world to restore and replenish yourself and pulling away from the world to avoid dealing with the challenges that you're meant to face. Thanks for joining. See you soon. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.